going with the front row attack, which is, it's, obviously that's understandable. But when you have that type of caliber, an athlete who can put the ball down from back there, you got to give her a few swings.
Oliver with the serve. Long way to go for Trivunovic, but she couldn't get that one. Carmona, not a good hit that time into the net. And the sign out will go to Columbia.
8-7, another close game to start out here. Close on court one as well as Lee is tied up Lewis and Clark 7-7.
Jenkins will serve it for Columbia. Little knuckler, and it goes out. Good eye that time by California Baptist to let it go. Sometimes you're so tempted to to hit it.
Well, especially when the ball's coming over that floater, you just don't know if it's going to die off the table or if it's going to float out of bounds. And so, it's kind of a guessing game.
Kalama, another floater for her. Trivunovic just going to tip it up, but G saved it. Carmona winds up, but Jenkins with the dig.
Yep, double
Trivunovic, and we got a double hit.
Yep, got a ball handling there on the setter for Columbia as Fajeda just came out of her hands wrong, got called for double contact.
And a point for California Baptist. They lead 9-8. Kalama, another knuckler. Set it up for Trivunovic, and that's in.
Yep, caught the back line there in between the block and was able to sneak it in and hit the back line for a kill to tie this ball game back up.
She found the lane. Matos will serve it up for Columbia. We're tied at 9. Matos, the two players there, and Carmona, well, she hit it right into the body of Jenkins, and she just couldn't get the dig.
Yeah, it came with some steam on it, and you try to get your hands up quick enough to get there, but when it's coming that hard, it's really
We need
tough.
a radar to time how fast Carmona hits it. Dragovic will serve it up for California Baptist. And they just tip it over that block, and it's good. Side out goes to Columbia.
That's probably the advantage right there. The miscommunication is that you think the blockers thought it was going to be a good connection, and she kind of missed it and had to swing her left arm to tip it over the top and got the kill. Ooh, missed the serve.
Yeah, not a good serve that time by Fajeda. She's been quiet as of late here.
That's 4 missed serves this game alone for Columbia.
And it'll be Nevena Dragovic who will serve it up for the Lancers.
There's that middle attack.
Wow. Middle shot pulled down by Murphy.
That was a nice set there by Fajeda and really had the blockers fooled as they thought she was going to send it out to Jenkins, and she gave it to the middle the middle hitter and was able to put it away.
Trivunovic with the jump serve for Columbia. We're tied at 11. Chance for Carmona. Wide open court for Carmona.
Boy, she really elevated there and got up and over the top of the block. And when you got that much skill and that much jump ability, you can see the court pretty well. You're going to find an open spot.
Still not much of an advantage for either team here in game 2. 12 serving 11. And back they come, and wow, what a slam by Corkum.
Yeah, she's kind of the difference maker right now. I know that California Baptist is up 1-0, but they're staying in this ball game because of that lefty's got up there and got some pretty good kills so far in this match.
Murphy will serve it up for Columbia. Corkum has been quiet, and she gets a couple of points here and there, but you're right, kind of been a difference maker. G right into Murphy. Trying to set up down the middle, Trivunovic. Dug out, though, by the Lancers.
And we have back row attack.
And the point will go to Columbia.
Yep, back row attack there by California Baptist. You got to take off behind that 10-foot line. Where you land is fine, but you got to take off and make contact with the ball before you can cross that 10-foot line.
Murphy. Lockhart with the dig. G blocked at the net and controlled by Columbia. Dug out on the back by. And the block at the net. Columbia gets the point, and they have a 2-point lead.
You're probably going to see a timeout here pretty soon by California Baptist. You don't want this one to get too big.
California Baptist leads 1-0, but now Columbia leads 14-12. Murphy with the serve. Lockhart barely got that dig. Blocked at the net again. And Corkum got another big block. Shockey was also there, and now California Baptist takes the timeout as Columbia's opened up a 3 3-point lead, 15-12.
Yeah, 4-0 run for Columbia here, and Coach McGuire has seen enough, and so he's called a timeout. And they got themselves a little bit out of system on their passing game, not being able to get the ball to the hitters. And then you got to put it away when you get that opportunity. And Columbia has taken advantage of the mistakes and has taken a 3-point lead here. And over on court number 1, Lewis and Clark has a 5-point lead here in game 2 as they're ahead of Lee 15-10.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise there. Lee won game 1 over on court 1, 25-21, but Lewis Clark State has come alive over the number 1 team in the country. And Lee, some people think that they're favored to win the national championship, others don't. I mean, some people say that this tournament is wide open.
Yeah, the 3 years it's been here that I've seen, this is the most open tournament I've seen as far as talent that anybody could win. You usually have the Fresnos that comes in here undefeated and the sure favorite, but they have 2 losses on the season, and so I think it's really any of these teams left in this final 8 could go through and win it.
All right, Murphy still holding the serve for Columbia, and they have a 3-point lead, 15 serving 12. Lockhart, that was a good serve by Murphy. It's out. And California Baptist cannot quite stop the serve right now. Murphy, 16 serving 12.
Well, Lee has not been a factor in this game like she was earlier today. She's just not connecting right now with her setter. She was huge in that the game that they played earlier today.
And it's tipped down. Nice play by Rosenbach. It seems like Rosenbach comes up big when they need her to.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a little bit of a missed timing play, but that works because the defense was sitting on their heels.
Rosenbach will serve it up. Here comes the jump. Down the middle. Going the opposite way, though. That time it came off the hands a little bit off Trivutovic, and she comes up shaking her hand a little bit. She's shaking her left hand.
Yeah, kind of landed on it wrong. Like you said, she had to change direction, and that was a little tough. And now it's 16-14, so California Baptist right back in the ballgame.
Boy, barely got that dig. And G comes through with the slam. That just came off of Jenkins too wrong.
Yeah.
And it came forward, and G was able to slam it down.
Yeah, Rosenbach was such a great serve for a middle blocker, and she forced an overpass. That one went out, but she forced an overpass, and G was able to put it away.
17-15, Columbia maintains a 2-point lead, and Corkum will serve it up for the Cougars. And they maintain that key lead. Lockhart will dig it. Oh, big. Nice. Big slam that time by Dragovic.
Yeah, it was a great set there on a quick ball.
Elena Dragovic
she was
with
able
the kill.
To make contact where the blockers were able to jump and even get a touch on it.
So Columbia maintains a 1-point lead, 17-16. And Oliver, that could have been out, but Columbia will play it. And the kill by Jenkins.
Yeah, again, she saw that opening down the line and took advantage of it. That shot's, as we sit up, we have a great angle to see that line wide open up here from where we're broadcasting. It's been open for, both the matches that we've done today. We've seen actually, all 3 matches, actually.
Jenkins will serve it. Carmona sets it up. And Kalama, kill attempt no good there. Trivutovic, dug out by Lockhart. Here comes Kalama again. Dug out by Jenkins. Another chance for Trivutovic.
Yep.
And that time the block hits the antenna. And the point goes to Columbia. Side out.
They've opened up a 3-point lead here.
No, check that. That's not side out. That's a point.
Right.
And Jenkins maintains the serve. 19 serving 16. Fight at the net. Carmona has to just move it over. Tipped over.
Oh, they got a nice pancake there by the libero.
Set up. Fight at the net. Both teams with a good volley here.
Good.
Kalama was able to control it and just tipped her over and finally found the empty spot. Yeah, just a lot of net volleying going on right there.
Well, you saw the defensive. Jenkins was playing back row, and as soon as Kalama went up to swing, she kind of got on her weight on the back part of her, and it was easy at that point. She saw that, and she was able to tip over the block and get the easy kill.
And not a good serve at all by Kalama as it barely got over the net and then went out of bounds. And not exactly what California Baptist was looking for there. And the sign out to Columbia. They lead 20-17. Telly Matos will serve it up for Columbia. And the knuckler gets over. G, and then almost a double hit there.
Surprised they didn't call it, borderline lift.
Lockhart with the dig. Carmona didn't slam it, but it's out. She tried the little tip, and it didn't get in, and it's 21-17 Columbia.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Coach McGuire hasn't used a second timeout here. I'm sure if they score another point here, you'll see another timeout.
Matos with the serve. Columbia with a 4-point lead. Try to set it for Carmona.
Touch.
Yep, that's in. And Carmona with the kill. California Baptist needs a run. They trail by 3, 18 serving 21. And it'll be Elena Dragovic with the serve for the Lancers. They already lead 1-0, but Columbia about to even this up unless the Lancers can come back. Set it up for Tributovic, and she slams it down for the kill.
Yeah, just able to get through that block. They had a nice double block set up, did California Baptist, but she was able to get it through there somehow. Saw a little bit of an opening and was able to put it away.
Fajeda will serve it up for Columbia, and there's the timeout by Ryan McGuire. Meanwhile, over on court number 1, Lewis Clark State and Lee are close to pretty much tied up. Lewis Clark State leads 18-17. They had about a 4-point lead earlier, though, but number 1 Lee has come back to pretty much tie that one up.
Yeah,
and it's now tied at 18.
Yeah, good match going on both courts. Like we talked about early in pregame, Chris, we're going to see some great volleyball tonight. There's just the level of talent in this building is so high that we're just going to see some great teams.
There's no doubt about that. Coming up later, Fresno Pacific will take on Point Loma Nazarene. That'll be on court number 1. And in our match here on court 2, Texas Brownsville will play Biola University. That should be a good one. All right, 22-18, Columbia leads California Baptist. And the Cougars trying to even this match at 1 game apiece. And Fajeda continues to serve for the Cougars. And the jump serve from way back. G with the dig. Battle at the net. Chance for the Cougars. And the dig. Here's a chance for Carmona.
Oh, yeah.
And the kill for Carmona.
Went down the line there, saw a little bit of opening. The blockers were a little early on their attempt to block, and she saw the opening and went right off of Fajeda, who was playing back row, was able to get the kill.
So the Lancers not done yet, and they turn to Nevena Dragovic. And Dragovic, freshman from Serbia. Set it up for Tributovic, and that's going to be way out. And the side out will go to Columbia, and they're 2 away from tying this match up.
Great line shot there by Shonovic. Looked like it might have been out, but the libero so close that you have to play those balls.
Tributovic will serve it up for the Cougars. Jump serve. Controlled by the Lancers. Carmona. Dug out by Columbia, but it goes right back over. Carmona again.
It's
going backwards. Can Columbia save it? No, they cannot. Point goes to the Lancers.
I don't know what they called there.
I don't know either. We're all the way up on the upper level.
Yeah, they called 4. The ball didn't get over on the attack attempt, so they called.
All right, Carmona will jump serve it. 20 serving 23. Awkward angle. And the point is in. Nice play that time by Corkum.
Yeah, again, in a big situation when they needed a point, they went to her and she's able to deliver, and she's done that so far all match.
Yeah, Corkum has done really well here in this second game, and it's game point for Columbia. 24 serving 20. Murphy will serve it up for the Cougars. Awkward angle. And all they can do is just knock it over. Chance to win game number 2. But it's dug out.
Good shot. Nice dig.
Nice play. Another chance for the Lancers. G, it's tipped and it's in for the Lancers. So California Baptist not done yet, but they need to go on a run here with Rosenbach on the serve. 21 serving 24. Rosenbach with a jump serve.
Ace.
There's the ace. They needed it. They got it. 22 serving 24.
Because this is the person